Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother.
Alaikum salam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How's it going with you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So go ahead and share your name, a little bit about yourself and how you came to Islam.
All right, well, my Muslim name is Abdul Jabbar Naim. Most people call me Naim, and that's actually my birth name too. Alhamdulillah, that was a blessing.
Alhamdulillah.
So, about how I got to Islam's a funny story, man. Started way back when I think we was 16, 17, something like that, man. Running in the liquor store, the dude behind the store was writing a letter to his folks back in Iraq. I didn't know what Arabic was. I seen it, man. I asked him, well, what's that? He was like, I'm writing a letter. I'm like, well, what language is that? So he told me it's Arabic. I asked him to write my name. He wrote my name on a piece of paper, you know what I mean, in Arabic. And I kept that piece of paper for a long time. It was a bag. I used to be a graffiti artist, man. I practiced how to draw it. I turned it into all kind of murals, bro. Y'all probably seen my name over half this city about 20 years ago in Arabic. Didn't know what you was looking at. Seriously. But okay, so I was about to get a tattoo one day, and I decided, man, before I do that, I want to make sure I could read it myself. So I picked up this book to learn how to read the Arabic. You know what I mean? And by the time I got to the end of the book, it said the easiest way to learn basic Arabic clearly is through a Quran. I picked one up, and it never got put back down. Let's just say that, man. Every question that I had about what was in the Bible that was kind of doubtful, the Quran answered it. I mean, I didn't know any other Muslims, so it's not like I went to a brother and said, hey, what does Islam say about this? And he showed me where to go. I literally had to read through the Quran, and the answers came as I kept reading. You know what I mean? So that's how I got to Islam. That's how I came to Islam. And it done changed a lot, man. People who actually know me, I'm quite sure if this is going live, if people local see this, they all gonna be like, hey, that's bruh. And they'll be able to tell you some stories about how I used to be way more than I like to talk about it. Let's just say that, we was pretty rough. I'm a couple blocks away from where I used to do half the stuff I used to do now while we here at the masjid. So, it's a beautiful transformation, man. And, for people who talk about the drugs and the drinking, and because I've heard a lot of brothers say that they thought about coming to the deen, but they had a problem with drinking, or they don't think they can stop drinking or smoking or whatever. I'm telling you guys, once you read for yourself, don't take anybody else's influence or feel like you want to be like this guy or that guy. Fight your own, take your own, because I'm gonna tell you, when you're honest, it happens. What made me stop drinking was when I got to that part of the Quran that says don't come to prayer while you're intoxicated. Well, we got to do that 5 times a day, and I read it in the winter, so prayer was only 2-3 hours apart. I can't get drunk and then sober up in time for prayer in 2 hours. So that was the end of them bottles. And again, that's how I got here, man. So the best advice I could give to anybody who's thinking about Islam, the deen, question, curious, whatever it may be, don't listen to anybody else's opinion or translation or dictation about it until you pick up a Quran and read it for yourself. And once you read it for yourself, then ask the questions to get the clarity. But read it yourself, because I guarantee there's going to be something in there that sparks you and touches you specifically, because there is literally nothing in there left untouched. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.